Now wow, see aeroplane for filling station.
So in my last Google Veo 3 tutorial, I showed you guys how to create amazing videos like these ones for free using the Google Gemini and Flow AI capabilities all for free. In this one, let's take it a wide step further by using the Google Flow not just to create short videos, but long form videos that speaks, just like this one.
Now wow, see aeroplane for filling station.
Wetin dey happen here? Abeg.
Now, you can use these videos as a content creator on any of your platforms or even use it to create a mini movie. And we will be using the free Google Flow capabilities to do all of this without paying a single dime. So let's get right to it. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is to launch my browser, as you can see here. And once I'm here, I want to come over here and then I'm just going to type in Google Flow, or I can just use Flow, and then I'm going to enter that. I'm going to pick out the first result here, and once I do, it's going to introduce me to the Flow environment. Okay, so what I need to do here is to just come to this create with Flow option here. I'm going to click on that, and once I do, I'm going to wait a few seconds for Flow to load up for me. Okay, so as you can see here, I have a blank canvas. If you have done any work before now, obviously you are going to see your canvas, but I always want to start a new work on a brand new canvas. So what I want to do here is to come to this new project button here. I'm going to click on that, and it's going to display a new prompt box for me to work with. Now, you need to understand that one of the big capability of the Google Flow over the Gemini AI tool is that with the Google Flow, you are able to create a consistent characters with a long video, so it can help you create very long videos for your YouTube content, for your TikTok, or whichever social media platform on which you are active. And also, even if you want to create mini movies, this tool will be able to do it for you if you follow the simple rule, and you are going to have an amazing result. So what you want to do first of all is to come to this text to video option. As you can see here, if I click on the drop down arrow, it's going to bring this for me. Now we have access to use the text to video feature and the frame to video feature, which are more than enough for us to do whatever it is we want to do. So I'm going to just make sure I select the text to video, and the next thing I want to do here is to type in my prompt. Like I used to say, you want to make sure that your prompts are very simple English that the AI can easily interpret and give you a good result. You don't want to use complicated words that are going to be difficult to process. Okay, once your prompt is in, before you send your prompt to work, you want to come here. Now if you see here, you will see that this has automatically chosen the Veo 2 for me. I don't want that because the Veo 3 gives me a much better result. So for me to change that, I want to come to the settings tab here, and I'm going to click on that. Now the first thing you can see here is that you have output per prompt here is 1. If I click on the drop down arrow, I can pick more, but I want to manage my credit, so I don't want to see a lot of displays for the same prompt that I'm trying to create. So I'm going to just leave it at 1. I trust that my Veo 3 will do me a good job. So I'm going to come back to the model here. Again, I'm going to click on that. Now you can see that 4 of them are displayed for you. Like I said, I want to go with the Veo 3. Now you can see here that we have 2 Veo 2 and 2 Veo 3. I want to go for this one because I've noticed that anytime I work with the Veo 3 option here, it doesn't give me audio. Many times it doesn't give me audio. So anytime I go with this one, it gives me audio. But the only thing you need to know is that if you're choosing this, it's going to be charging you 20 credits per execution, while this is going to be 10 credit per execution. Okay, so I'm just going to go with that. All right, so once I'm good with my settings, the next thing of course to do is to send this, and then I'm going to wait for a few minutes. Sometimes it takes between 1 to 3 minutes for this to load. Okay, so just after about 2 minutes, we got this going. As you can see, This looks quite amazing. So what we're going to do right now, I'm going to play this. As you can see, it gives me an 8 seconds video. Like I said, that is not what we want to do. We want a longer video, but then we'll be able to extend this video, and that is the reason why we are using the flow capability in the first place. So let me play this and let's see what it's going to give us.
Guys, so thanks to AI, we found 4 strong men who were able to carry a big car across a heavy Lagos road traffic.
Alright, so this looks amazing. So the next thing I want to do now is to find a way to keep increasing the length of this, because I want to make a video, right? And I want to make sure that I keep my characters very consistent. That is very important to me. Now, to do that is very simple. All I need to do is to hover on this particular clip here, and as you can see, we have an add to scene display here for us. So I'm going to just pick that up, and once I pick that up, it's going to take a screenshot of the previous scene that we created just a while ago, as you can see. So the next thing I want to do now is that I want to come to my playhead here, and then I want to drag my playhead right to the very end of this original clip, as you can see here. And once I do that, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to click the plus option. Once I click the plus option, it's going to give me 2 options here. What I want to do here is I want to extend this particular scene. So I'm going to click on the extend. And once I click on the extend, it's going to ask me what should happen next. Okay, so what I want next is that I want to extend this to the scene 2 of this particular video that I'm creating. One thing I want you to take note of is that when you are inputting your next prompt, you don't want to change the tone and the color and the feel of the previous prompt you use, because if you do, it is possible that your character might change. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just to paste in the original prompt that I used initially, but this time around I'm just going to edit it based on what I already have as my previous prompt. So I'm going to do just that. Alright, so I have this now. Again, I want to make sure that I maintain my build 3 option here, just like we have here, because sometimes it is possible that it might change. So you want to make sure you take cognizance of that. And once I'm okay with my new prompt, I'll go ahead and then I'm going to send this. Okay, so once I click on send, it's going to give me an option here that I should send again. So I'm going to send again. And just as we did initially, we're going to wait for a few minutes again and wait for our second scene to be developed. Okay, so my second scene is ready. So once again, I'm going to play it and then let's see what it's going to give us. Alright, so our scene 2 has been developed again, as you can see here. Okay, so if I just play it, you can see now that we have our scene 2, and you can see that this scene is just a continuation of the first scene. Okay, so if I want to go ahead with the scene 3 and the scene 4 and the scene 5, I will just keep following the same procedure that I used in creating the second scene. So it's as simple as that. I already recorded a video where I show you how to sign up with the Google Gemini and the Google Flow AI tool for free without paying a dime. I'll link that video in the video description. Make sure you watch it so that you can get your account set up, and then you can start using the free Google AI to create videos of your choice, of any length at all that you want to create. Alright, so now that I have my videos ready, of course I want to download. So for me to download my videos, all I need to do is to hover here, and if I like, I can also come back to this point here. If I click on that point, be able to see all our works, and then we'll be able to download them separately, as you can see here. So all I need to do is just to come over to this download button here. I'm going to click on that, and here I'm going to download the upscaled quality, which is the 1080p. So once I do that, I'm going to wait a few seconds for this upscaling to be complete, and then I will have my video in my computer, and I will go ahead and do the same for the second scene of this video. And if you have more than 2, go ahead and do the same to get all your videos out of the Flow AI into your computer. So this is how to create your long form videos with the Google Flow. Check this video right here if you are struggling to access the Google Flow. I will also leave the link to that video in the video description. Please like this video and subscribe if you haven't done so, so that you can get to see my next set of amazing AI possibilities.